What's going on, you guys? The Garoot here. We are going to talk about the 6 things that I wish I knew when I first started working out. Number 1, too much too soon. When I really first started working out, I was probably about 20 years old, and I would work out at this Anytime Fitness, and I would spend like 2 hours at the gym just like pushing myself, and then I'd take a break. And then I do a break day, and then that next day, number 3, I would like go in and I do the same thing, like everything, legs, chest, back. Like I would hit all the machines in the entire place, and it was ridiculous. I bet the people at the gym were like, what the fuck is this kid doing? When I was in my early 20s, hurting yourself isn't like a huge deal because you can come back from it. But, you know, you should try and have like I didn't really have a goal in mind. Try and kind of figure out what you want first, and then work around that. And you don't need to rush it. I think one of the biggest things when people start out is they try to rush it, and they want it so bad that they're trying to hit their goal, or they're lifting too heavy, or they're doing too much cardio or something like that. Like, just take your time, ease into it. It very rarely works for people to rush in and hurt yourself, or, you know, sometimes too is if you're trying to rush in and you get overwhelmed and then you just quit. Do subtle changes. Subtlety is definitely the key. So kind of maybe go in once a week, like do a little warm up first. That first day is when you could do a little bit of everything. Get a feel for everything, warm up, definitely take care of form. That's actually going to be one of my next ones, so I'm not going to delve into that yet, but I will talk about that. Number 2, it's not going to be a quick process. You can expedite the process if you have someone like a personal trainer or something like that, but you know, if you're like me, I like to do things by myself. I like to go in, I like to figure it out myself. Just be patient. Worry about learning the ropes first, and then once you start getting a feel for stuff, and sometimes it takes a few months or maybe a few years to realize what you want. It took me a few years. Like, I knew what I wanted, but I didn't really know how to get to that point, you know, because I was just kind of, when I was younger, I was like, I'm gonna go work out, I'm gonna stuff my face with protein. That's like all I ate for like an entire day, and that didn't end up well for my stomach at all. I just ate straight protein, like protein shakes, protein bars, and yeah, that didn't end up well, so I knew that wasn't the route pretty quickly. Test the waters. Like, if you don't feel like doing cardio one day, don't do cardio. You can do cardio on weights if you want, but like you don't need to do cardio every day if you don't want to. You just, you know, that comes to meal planning too. Like, unless you're on a very strict diet, but if you're starting out, you're not gonna have to worry about meal plans or anything like that, just because you want to learn about what you're doing first, you know, and that's the important part. Number 3, learning proper form. If you're gonna do a workout with free weights or anything like that, just Google it. You can Google any kind of workout and figure out what the proper form is. And you know, usually it's a quick 15-second video. Bodybuilding.com has great videos for beginners, even up to experts. Just like any kind of hobby you do, if you're going to be working out, it's a constant learning process. But definitely learn your proper form. That was one of the ones I didn't do, and I had a lot of sore days. I'm 6'3", you know, doing improper form on deadlift leaves your back hurting really bad, especially for me. Number 6, leg day. I hated leg day when I was first starting out. And as you can imagine, being 6'3", I have tall man legs and tall man calves. They look like sticks. So not starting out with that, like my upper body is pretty good, but my lower body is a little bit thinner because, you know, I just didn't start out. So it takes that extra work, that extra effort I have to put in to, you know, try and catch my legs up to my upper body. Best part about leg day is it works so much of your body that it raises testosterone. If you are doing leg day, you're gonna be helping your body in the long run as far as working out. If you wanna get gains, then you just wanna improve your game altogether, definitely do leg day because it helps more than just your legs. And yeah, it does suck because there's been plenty of days where 2 days later I'm getting DOMs in my legs but you know, that also goes back to be patient. Don't do too much too soon. You know, if your legs aren't used to lifting, just go slow, and you know, life's gonna be a lot easier for you. If you know what, if pain doesn't bother you, go ahead and, you know, do it. But you know, beginners definitely you want to go slow when it comes to leg day. But I've seen some people that work out, you know, and they know relatively what to do, but then they go and they try and, like, they haven't worked out for a little bit and then they hit it hard, and and then all of a sudden I just hear them complaining for the next like 3 weeks. Oh, my legs. So, you know, don't see all these things incorporates into one: too much too soon, patience, leg day. You know, definitely with leg day, take your time. Listen to your body. That's an important part. Listen to yourself and what your body says. I know a lot of people will listen to their body and then they're like, I'm going to take a month off. Don't take a month off. Your body's going to be a little bit in pain no matter what if you're working out, because I mean, you're always going to be tearing muscle fibers if you're working out and you're trying to get gains, so your body's always going to hurt at some level. Number 5, protein / consistency with meals. This is a difficult one for me because I'm still not consistent with my meals, but I eat relatively correctly. So I also intermittent fast now, which is amazing if anybody hasn't tried it. Sometimes people think I need to stuff my face with 3,000 calories a day. No, not at all. When you wake up, eat a couple eggs, eat some carbs. You don't need to just eat a little bit. Make sure you're getting protein and some carbs in. You know, your body will see your body fluctuate when you're eating certain things. So let's say you're eating carbs with every meal and you start gaining weight. You're like, okay, you know what? So you cut carbs, which is kind of nice too, because, you know, if you don't have to eat carbs for a meal, it makes life a little bit easier. At least for me it does, because I don't like to be full all the time. I've definitely learned that I kind of do my own thing now, but I have enough knowledge to where I'm like, you know I'm listening to my body more, and it does definitely tell you what you need to do for meals and for workouts. I always try to eat a little bit of carbs and protein before I go to work out, and then I have my protein shake after workout, and I try to space my meals out 3 to 4 hours, and it doesn't need to be hard either. Like, people are like, well, I can't eat every 3 to 4 hours. You can, and it's not that hard. Like, I'll miss a meal sometimes, and I don't sit there and cry about it and go, I'm not making my meals. No, I just kind of go, okay, this is what, you know, I just missed a meal, so I'll just eat the next meal, or I'll try to eat as soon as possible. You know, sometimes life happens, and you don't need to stress about it when it doesn't happen for you. But just pick up the next day where you left off, and, you know, you're gonna see results no matter what. If this is, because I mean, these are the things that I've learned, and I'm seeing results, and it works for me. And number six, this is the most important one to me: having fun. I used to go into the gym and I would work everything in a day, and I would be like, okay, I gotta make this, you know, I gotta hit everything. And then and then after I kind of got the feel for everything, and I learned that hurting myself and doing too much in a day wasn't right. Then I went into a very strict plan, and I tried to do a very strict diet, and that, I mean, I saw great results, But for me, at least, that doesn't work for me because I'm a very kind of easygoing, free person. So it's like when I start feeling very strict about something, it's not very fun. Like, I don't want to have to sit there and stress about eating. I don't want to have to sit there and stress about, oh man, I missed leg day today, or I missed back day, or whatever. So it's just have fun with it. If you feel like going into the gym, don't want to do leg day that day, don't, but make sure you do go in and you hit those legs, because sometimes one day can lead to 1 week, can lead to 3 weeks, can lead to a month. And you definitely don't want that to happen, especially if you want results in certain areas. Thank you guys for watching these 6 things I wish I knew when I started working out. I am in no way a professional, but I have been working out for about 10 years now, and I hope that you don't make the same mistakes that I did, because it can set you back in your journey to fitness, or it may even stop it. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to put them down below. I would love to answer some. If you liked the video, throw a like out there. And even better, if you subscribe, that would be awesome too. So I love you guys, and have a great day, and get those gains.